We live. They can hear me.
You can hear me? No, you cannot. Where's everybody at?
They in the chat.
Are they there? Can they see us? Is what we're doing? Wow. Oh, wow. That's a pretty thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail. I'm going to join that chat right there. It's live. Are you ready to dominate the markets with one of the fastest? Look at all these people right here. Hey, Will. Hey, Landon. Hey, Will. Hey, Bethany. Hey, Landon. Hey, Will. Margarita Marin. Hey, what's going on? Todd, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? No, you can hear me. Gang, gang. Always, please. And it's my pleasure. Yes, we live. Yeah, we live. What's up, family? 20 people. Man, when we get to 100 people, we start our music, man. How y'all doing? How's your evening, man? How are you guys doing? Are y'all blessed? I hope y'all are blessed. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope you're having... Ooh, Daisy, you're horrible. Daisy should leave. Oh, no, you should leave. Oh, you smell terrible. God bless your little pea-picking heart. Ooh, it smells terrible, Daisy. If you have a dog, God bless their little souls. You smell that?
I've been smelling it. She was doing that downstairs. I told you that.
Oh my God, Daisy! Whatever you ate, you need to go downstairs and just
I
go
think
away.
It's that turkey.
Oh my gosh, y'all! How y'all doing? Gang, 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 all day. Gang, 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 gang. I know y'all came for the news, man. Right? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Did y'all come for the news or what?
What?
I came to deliver the news. That's what I came to do.
Deliver us.
I came for the news and an announcement, and another announcement, and some more news.
By any means
necessary to deliver the news. Man, when I get up to 100 people, man, we start the music. You know what it is.
Let me see, because you know your phone don't always update.
Update me.
You got 78, so let me...
No, I got 83 right here. Can I get to 100, please?
You got 85.
Mm-hmm.
See, I told you don't be updating.
Man.
All you gotta do is back out.
Back.
But you know I got that Droid. You got that
man,
Apple with
man.
the bite in it.
I
98.
Got
Look, see, I got
98. Can we get to a buck? Can we get to a buck so I can start this music, please? Yes, I can. Can I get some bombs, please?
You got 99.
Can I get some bombs, please?
Wait, where's that bombs over Baghdad?
It's on your thing.
It's on your thing.
No, I don't have it. You sent it to me.
I sent it to you.
Babe, I can't do it for my and read the news. You gotta do it yourself.
Oh.
Come on now. Get with the gang.
Get with
98, man. Can I get some more love?
It's more than that.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's 99.
99. That ain't enough, man. Can I get some love?
You got that Apple with the bite.
Can I get some love? And can I get somebody to
What's
please?
What's up, James?
112. The music starts. Booyah! The sweetest sound.
See, 105. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. The sweetest.
115.
Listen, the sweetest sounds, melodious, that have ever infiltrated your eardrums. I'm going to play this for you right here. We're going to play the whole theme song because it's just so melodious. God bless all y'all.
Woo! Hey, no. Daisy, you stink. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Sammy D.
Daisy, kick her out.
You kick her out. You let her in.
You close the door. She could have been gone.
She ain't gonna leave. You don't come back in here. Get out, Daisy. Tell her to go. She ain't left. She ain't going nowhere.
Daisy, go.
Go,
Daisy, go. Go. No. You're kicked out. Go. Where'd she go?
She out.
God, y'all.
She been doing that all day.
Man, Daisy.
She hitting with the real bombs.
Woo!
Daisy
like Hiroshima.
Man, she can clear a room, y'all.
Man.
Daisy got the real bomb.
Over Baghdad.
Hey, Ho.
What up, Ho?
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan, my hitter.
Hey, Bethany.
Hey, Beth.
Margarita.
Ow! I love that sound.
What's
Man,
that sound?
the bombs. I came to bring the pain.
Huh?
Man, y'all don't know nothing about that hip hop.
Is it bombs over Baghdadi?
Huh.
Bombs over Daisy. Oh, I don't have my phone up.
What up, ho?
That's you.
Hey, Susan.
That's you.
Is that me? Lilo me? Why are you playing live?
Why am I playing that live?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read an excerpt. I want you to play that song real quick, okay?
See, that's what I was getting ready for.
You ruined it. You played it too fast.
Because I was testing it. Go on, get.
Okay, first off, since we're gonna play a new bomb song tonight, right? I could be in the chat looking at y'all. The thumbnail tonight is an informational graphic of what the electoral law bill is, right? And it goes over what each province would have, like electoral college would be, such as our states are set up, which we've talked about several times. And I'm so proud that they did it in print so we can see it. There's a gender quotient of about 25%. It's billed by Cabinet Council, usual session 44. It goes over a time date stamp. It tells you how many seats distributed by province or by tribe. And it's very informative. It's a great find. Of course, Baghdad has the most seats because it's big. But no secretarianism, no nepotism. Hopefully, you know what? There's corruption everywhere, right? So they can corrupt that too, but it will take time for corruption to infiltrate that type of St. Louis type of democratic process, right? So, with that, let's bring you guys some news. The third time in a month, Iraqi protesters torched the Iranian consulate. I know a lot of people out there telling me all the time that, you know, until Iran's out, then it's not anything going to happen. But how many times do I have to tell you? When I see articles like this 2-3 times in a week where they're torching the consulate, they're torching buildings, they're infiltrating establishments that Iran is involved in, and they're torching it. There's no room for error here, folks. If they don't do what they're supposed to do, there's going to be issues. Play the bombs with her bad at.
Wait.
You can't be in both. Now, you got to understand something. There is such a thing as peaceful protest. You can't do both. There's such a thing as peaceful protest, and there's such a thing as protesting with a purpose. Certain amount of the Iraqi youth is out there, and you know what? They're mad as hell, and they're not going to stand up for what's going on. And you know what? Rightfully so. They're young. They're ambitious. They don't feel like the status quo is the good old boy system. Like these older Iraqi men and women get prosperous, and the rest of these youth sit around and do nothing until they get elected, or until they find a backer that it's corrupt that can, you know, put them in position to get them into parliament so they can make some money themselves. Because that's kind of like getting to the NBA or the NFL or something like that. It just doesn't happen often. You know, so a Shiite majority is going to change based upon population. Now, that's how you get really into more of a democracy, based upon how people are placed in your nation, and not so much based upon a religious aspect. And that's what we try to teach here. You know what I mean? I'm all for religion. I'm all for the good acts of God. But what I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes governing state doesn't have to be governed by God, but it should have a moral compass. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, with that, Mike Pence, I'm going to read one excerpt from Mike Pence's visit. He said, "You play a key role in expanding trade relations between the United States and Iraq." Now, a currency that's worth $11.94, that's worthless, right? They got gold reserves, they got oil reserves. Why would the vice president say that? Do you see those quotes about Venezuela? Do you see those quotes about Colombia? Do you see those quotes about other countries? No, you don't. Because Iraq plays a pivotal role in Europe. Not just the Middle East, but Europe. Based upon the things in those attributes and traits that they have, they are going to play a huge role, right? Now, people wanted proof of Article 140. I've got proof. I got proof that they started the census last year, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, right? So we're going to skip that. So, will you remind me about the census, please?
The census.
The census, right? There are indications of use of some ministers' powers. They do not have the parliament accepted the resignation of the prime minister. So there's still ministers out there, according to parliamentary notes, that they are trying to not allow the minister to actually quit, right? That was Wednesday, late Wednesday night. Now, what they did say that I thought was truly interesting was she stressed out the House of Representatives will have a firm position on the cancellations of all decisions taken by the ministers that fall outside of its powers. Previous government during its transitions to the caretaker government. Simply put, the budget will pass as it was written because it was written before al-Mahdi resigned. Play it one more time. House Representative Network meeting, the UN Security Council demonstrations are a great way for people to express their opinions. Clearly, the political and electoral system. Now, you got to understand when they're saying political, they're saying the way in which they actually enact policy and the way in which they do policy, and the electoral performance and the way it's enacted are under scrutiny. And what a lot of people are saying is that they need to overhaul everything, and that's what they're doing. And that's how you get corruption out. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't just say, well, we're going to fire everybody. You got to start a new process, tear it down, and start over. So that's what they're doing right now. You see what I'm saying? And when you say get corruption out, it may not be this PM. It may not be this government. Whatever this government is, the cabinet is there. But this government will take us into the threshold that will be a reinstated currency because they can't wait. Because the people still need jobs today. They need work, they need infrastructure, they need laws, they need providence, they need guidance, they need all these things to get them to the threshold. And most of all, they need employment. Mm-hmm. You've got a highly skilled, youthful population that don't have jobs. Okay, now, you're going to see the enactment of tourism. You're going to see the natural gas episode of Iraq become the forefront. They're going to capture millions of dollars in revenue just from natural gas, right? Now, the chairman of the investment commission, the former chairman of the investment commission of Karaba, and the number of former members of the investment board, as well as a sentence of severe imprisonment for members of the Waste Provincial Council. So they're still trying the bad people, and they're still trying to get them out, right? First and foremost, the CBI is what it's been independent since when? First and foremost, the CBI has been independent since when? And the reason why that's truly important, because you got to remember, the CBI is completely separate than the GOI. I defined that in the Patreon video I did before. And by the way, that video is getting leaked everywhere, so if you saw it, hey, power to you. If you ain't joined Patreon, you need to join it because I laid out a 2-part series about where you're at right now. And if you ain't joined that Patreon and they're leaking it everywhere, you ought to watch it. If your friends are watching, your neighbors are watching it, I get it. But that video is everywhere. And you know what? God bless it. It's a killer video. And thank you to all the people that send me a shout out for that one. I know it's good because it's got all these laws in it. I tie it all together. If you're a connect the dots person, if you're a person that loves a puzzle, if you're a person that's engaged in this investment, that wants to know the tooth and nail about it, and not about prophecy or about other things that don't have anything to do about this, but real tangible things, join Patreon. You will love that video.
I need this.
Go ahead.
You gonna hit a bomb again?
Now, to clean that up, the Central Bank of Iraq, Monday, December 2nd, 2019, leaves 7 companies of financial transfer while stopping the entry to the window of buying and selling currency. So even the central bank recognizes that buying and selling currency is a detriment to their foreign reserves and a detriment to their economy and a detriment to their currency. The Central Bank of Iraq was established as an independent bank under its laws issued on March 6, 2004. You don't need a CBI to run a GOI. However, you do need a strong GOI to substantiate a currency. Because people believe in the political force behind the currency. Get it? Mm-hmm. That's why I always tell you, legislation is the policy in which the GOI does things. Policy is the acts in which the federal government falls behind them. Okay? Now, Parliament will hold an evening session tomorrow. Because of the news that we got today, fresh out the gates, I'm going live tomorrow night. I'm going live tomorrow night with a report that I've been working on for about since Tuesday night. We've been chopping this up. This thing here. I mean, it's highlighted. I got stuff everywhere. Tuesday night, we're going live. I mean, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going live, right?
Okay.
What time?
7?
You want to do it at 7?
We can do it at 7.
I don't need all night. I only need about 35 minutes of your time. I'm going to tell you what's going on with some things that are probably you're more curious about than anything. But more importantly, it's going to clear up a few nomenclatures or some things you don't understand about legislation and laws within Iraq that might help you. Okay? Now, Matthew Toller on Wednesday, Washington support for the understanding of Baghdad and Erbil on the 2020 budget. Washington and Baghdad and Erbil are all in agreements that they've got to settle those disagreements and put the displaced people into their homes or create new housing for those people to bring Iraqis back to Iraq, right? Mm-hmm. Because they're displaced, they're trying to get their people, their native people back home. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And with that, it's taken an effort from a united coalition of not just the United States, but France and Germany and all these people to tell them, look, enact Article 140. Get those people home. Once you get them home, Article 140 is the thing that gets them housed and gets them money and gets them established businesses, which start infrastructure. People don't talk about that, but the money that they put into those families is the money that's going to enable those families to start businesses and to get things going so that those neighborhoods and those schools and those teachers and police and Social Security and all those things can actually happen. Because listen, all that plays a huge part in how the actual security of the dinar goes. Because so goes the infrastructure of the government, so goes the infrastructure of the currency. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, for the third time in a month, the protesters torched an Iranian consulate. I've said that. Now, al-Buhandi reveals why he did not resign. He didn't resign, on his own words, because the government did not submit its resignation at the start of the events because the situation was foggy and should not be left without a real administration, and it was difficult at the time. The general of the armed forces to leave the country in a fog, and if we resort to other options, the country would be more dangerous than attempts to resolve the crisis. Noting that the resignation is one of the solutions to the current crisis, calm them at the request of the reference, and move from one situation to a situation that many have a better environment. But it didn't happen. They're still protesting. Does that make sense? By firing the PM or by his fateful resignation because of duty, it didn't stop anything. It just stalled everything because laws aren't passed. And those laws are in notes that are in government documentation that are on websites that if you take time, you can find them. And shout out to all those people that are sending those things. And because of that documentation, there is a clear path to understanding about where you are and where you're going. Okay? Now, the last piece of news that I want to tell y'all, Parliament will not vote tomorrow on the Electoral Commission Act. I told you guys, there are two laws that you want to see happen before anything's going to go down. The Electoral Act, and I told you the one on Patreon. Join Patreon and learn the other one. If you don't know it, you got to figure it out. You're damn right. Sorry about my language. But knowing that gives you the key to understand why they can't enact Article 8. Nobody's talking about Article 8. Remember those little steps? Mm-hmm. Article 8's like blocking and tackling. If you don't do the little things, you can't do the big things, guys. And that's why we are where we are. So, that's the news. Okay?
That is the news.
I thought because we were going to go live tomorrow with a more in-depth report, if you guys want to cut it off, if you don't have any questions, we can shut it down. But if you got some questions, I'm down to answer them.
Okay, so I thought you were going to discuss that guy you were on the phone with earlier today in those meetings.
No. We were going to talk about that guy on Friday.
Oh, okay.
The guy that all the yelling and all that you heard and blah, blah,
with
blah.
the accent.
Yeah. Friday. Yeah, I'll play that on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, he's knee deep.
Okay, question. Vic says, question I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have $400 that I tripped over. Do I buy more dinar or dong? And if you say both, how much of each?
If it's me, $400 yields you 400,000 dinar. If you're buying dong, it buys you 8 million dong. I'm buying dinar and I'm going all in at $400.
Okay, there you go, Vic. That was his.
All in.
All in. Let's see.
No, Article 140, Susan, doesn't pay the citizen by hydrocarbon law. The hydrocarbon law is supported by the petrochemical business that the SOMO company is supposed to provide for every Iraqi citizen, again by the Constitution. And we're going to cover that by tomorrow, and I'll tell you how they're going to do it. And stop mentioning, y'all, Vic, stop mentioning all my secrets out there. You don't know nothing about that, y'all. Y'all looking at Vic Rozo out there. Vic, stop mentioning my business.
Bene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Susan says Thursday at 7 p.m., 35 minutes. Is that Patreon or YouTube, Mr.
No,
B?
I'm doing that straight YouTube. That's just for you guys. I'm going to clean it all up. I'm going to give you guys not what I gave Patreon. That's different. But I'm going to give you your version live and in effect on Thursday. It's going to be big, huge. Bombs everywhere. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to tell you a lot of things that you don't know that are in the budget, that are in the path that you don't understand because it's not out there freely given. And I'm going to do it for you guys free. And I'm not going to take questions. I'm just going to lay it out there and let you guys decide about it.
Take notes.
Take notes.
Let's see. James, I see Robin's in the chat, your sis. Celeste says, hey, Robin. Celeste says, April, when will we discuss Dong?
Friday night at 7 o'clock on Patreon. Dong Show stays on Fridays. We're doing the Dong Show. You know we do it every Friday for Patreon. We're also going to start incorporating some more shows for there. We're also got some shows that are going to women empowerment. We got a lot going on, y'all. No, the CBI. No. Hold on, Maximum Play. There is no evident proof anywhere that the CBI is not giving out any loans. That's hearsay. I can show you tomorrow, and I will show you where they are supporting small and medium enterprise, and I can show it to you in a document.
Did you already discuss the bombing?
The what? The bombing? Oh, the grenade. Supposedly that I had a contact in Iraq that said that there was a grenade that landed near the CBI bank today. Mm-hmm. I wanted to tell you that. So I couldn't find the article. I couldn't find anything about it, but I had a contact out of Iraq say the CBI had a grenade, or they found a grenade, or someone's trying to launch a grenade right next to it. Yeah, I don't do rates and I don't do dates. When will the budget vote be over? It went to the budget a couple days ago, and I guess everything was fine because I didn't hear any discrepancies. But what kind of shocked me about it was that they're trying to kind of stop it because they're saying that it's unconstitutional that they actually do anything about it because there's no actual PM. But from my contact that told me, and I'll give you guys the skinny when he gives me more information on Friday, what he actually is definition of a cabinet that is actually not a caretaker cabinet and the cabinet that Mahdi left. I'll define it, okay?
Okay. Lloyd says, is the ISX on E-Trade, April?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Miss April.
It's not. At least not for us to buy, right?
No.
I don't think it's available at all, right?
And Miss April did a video on Aramco. Aramco, sorry I mispronounced that.
Okay.
Aramco on Patreon. Very interesting discussion about the IPO, how it's set up, how you can benefit or not benefit from it based upon, right, some factors that she did a lot of research on. And then I have to say it's a great stock analysis if you're looking for an investment, just from her. I thought it was good.
Okay, thank you.
I'm jealous. I mean, I'm biased, but you know.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
Tomorrow's December 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So all my Patreons know why December 5th is a big date for Aramco.
Oh, yeah?
Hello?
Sorry, baby.
It's okay. December 5th is a big day. If you watch the video, you know why. That's tomorrow. Right?
Where's it at? Where's the video at?
It's on Patreon.
Oh, well, dang. Join Patreon.
Did you watch the video?
No.
Oh,
I'm not allowed to watch my videos on Patreon. You
it's
told
my
me.
video. You support me.
Oh. I'll watch it tonight.
Give him a thumbs down.
Don't you dare. I already got 3.
It's all right.
Is it possible to have a budget approved and a delayed RI while they finish hashing out the government positions in the realignment? Yes. It is. It's absolutely possible for them to delay in the budget. But I have some evidence that suggests differently, but we'll see what happens. No, Abadi's not the top candidate because the demonstrators told everybody that clearly they didn't want anybody that was going to be a part of the new parliament that's been in position in office on or before 2003. So no, Abadi's nowhere near there.
In layman's terms, what is the Article 140 in HCL law, and how are they elements of the RI?
Because they're both constitutional requirements. Article 140 is a requirement that they help the displaced people that were, because of the Ba'ath era, return to their homes and provide them with a quality of life that will get them started and regenerated back in that area in northern Iraq. Pardon. And the HCL law, which is called the Hydrocarbon law, which is the law in which all Iraqis are entitled to a revenue share based upon the oil revenues that the state generates based upon their oil sales based in petrodollars.
Okay.
Hope that helps.
Thank you.
Thanks, James. No, Article 8 has not been approved because if they, and Jimmy Coleman, that's a good question. So Article 8 hasn't been approved. So I guess we will have to wait until probably 2020. No. If they do a couple things, if you guys, I'll clear those up tomorrow more because I want to study the document a little bit better. I want to be well versed in it. That's why I'm taking 3 days to read one document. I want to hit you with the highlights, right?
Right.
I got about 10 or 15 points in there that I want to read to you and be like, look, if they do these things, then we're one step closer. It's not a dig. It's not a stopping point, but to show you that they're making every effort possible to go forward, not stopping. That's why I'm doing all the extra videos, because I feel like something's happening.
Did you answer the question about the CBI not giving out loans?
Yeah, because I can show you that document tomorrow.
But you answered that already, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Mm-mm.
Who's Kim Clement? Who's that?
Kim Clement was a prophet.
Oh, okay. Somebody asked the question. How much of Kim Clement?
Do I listen to?
No,
Zero.
no. It says, how much of Kim Clement about this investment do you take stock in?
0.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe in man as prophet at all.
I don't.
I only believe in God's as prophet and books based upon what God says. I don't base my life upon my man.
Okay. I don't know who he is, so, or her, because Kim is a guy.
Kim is a man, and he's a godly man, and I'm not digging him for that. But I don't put my faith in man. I put my faith in study, and I put my faith in diligence, and I put my faith in...
Well, not when it comes to the investment, right?
No.
You are a godly man in your life.
In my life, yeah, I believe... You know what I believe.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't got to stress that to them.
Did you answer Judge Jones? Why is Abadi an independent state?
Why is a body?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. How I say that?
Why is a body an independent state, and why is a Joe looking for a candidate as a no bilateral relation? Because if you pick someone that has no bilateral relation, a body's not an independent. A body is a previous candidate because he was previous PM. He's an ex-candidate. He's excommunicado. He's not going to get the job. The people, what they demand is that someone is of the people with no political affiliation, because it's kind of like our election of Donald Trump, right? Mm-hmm. No political affiliation. He was a Democrat at one point in his life, switched to be a Republican. That's the truth, right? Mm-hmm. And then he gets elected president. So he kind of rode both sides of the fence. So I kind of get it, right? He's not one way, he's not another, he gets elected. That's what the people want. They want someone with no Ba'ath connection, no Dawa connection, no connection to any political party. They want someone that's truly for the people, or what they perceive from the people. And let the people make their own mistakes, not these old people make mistakes for them, because the youth are the ones that are living in the nation. The people that are making decisions for the youth are old, and that's what they're tired of.
Gotcha. So is FX closed for December 15th to January 15-ish?
I actually started right now downloading ISX news every day to my email, and I'm trying to make sense of it, but honestly, that's not my thing. I really need Miss BB to kind of coach me through it. I'm not.
What,
that's not
Forex?
No, not Forex. ISX information. Is that what they said?
No, they said FX, so Forex, I'm assuming.
No,
so
FX and ISX are two different things.
Right.
So
they said
FX, no.
They're saying FX is closed from December 15th to January 15th. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know markets to ever close that long. No, I can't say that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, God is better than good. I don't care what anybody says. Do I think that Iran will do what it takes to get the sanctions off of them? Eventually, I do. I think everybody wants to be a part of the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you not want to have access to SWIFT and to trade and to sell your oil? I mean, even a bully learns that later on you can't beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Iran will learn to play ball. Sure.
I lost my point.
I've heard things about Alawi, but I'm not surprised about Maliki being quiet and Alawi. They're all trying to evade U.S. sanctions. They're all trying to hide because you know what? They're all under scrutiny until the protesters get what they want. And I'm still looking for the United the World Criminals Courts to rain down on them. Interpol, the United Nations correlations, whatever, the security forces of the world to arrest them and for them to be tried under, rights of humanity because they actually were traitors to their countries.
Did you answer what's the deal about the new CBI governor? Did you answer that?
I didn't in this video, but I did earlier. No, that's one thing that I've asked everybody. Why is nobody asking about why is this CBI governor still in place? Because I'll tell you why. Because Mahandi got replaced. He was going to replace that CBI governor. You guys got to look at the picture like I do. Why didn't Mahandi replace Ali al-Alak before his exit? He should have replaced him with Alawi. We were looking for that, and it didn't happen for a reason. I think the region's strategic, and I think whoever the PM is someone they always wanted the PM, but we don't know who he is. Like some type of martyr or a general or a leader or something. I don't know. I'm being honest right now. I don't know.
Right. Delta Light says ISX is on Robinhood. I don't know if that's a joke.
I don't see how.
Right.
It's not internationally traded, so I don't see how.
Right.
But if it is, send me a screenshot. We'll look at it.
Right. I don't think that's right. But did you answer Melvin Hayes? Since the people of Iraq need time to learn that the currency has purchasing power when it happens, do you think that they will reinstate their currency within the month of December?
I mean, I'll answer that like this. I think a reinstatement will happen when the laws are met, the government's good, and all the security measures are in place by laws because everything substantiates everything. Now, could that happen in December? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. If it happens in January, absolutely. Could it happen in February? Absolutely. But it's going to happen. That's security enough for me, knowing that and based upon documentation, that they are putting metrics in place to make those things happen. See, it's not enough that I know it. I know it because they got things in place that I know they're going to know it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to read those things tomorrow. Okay. So when you look back at it and say, well, dang, he does know it because he's got proof of it. And not just proof of his own. Proof from a whole different three-letter agency that's going to spell it all out for you. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. And I think that's what makes this investment a great thing. And you know what? In shared information, I think also for you guys, those are the questions, if you're sharing information, are questions you should ask people that you're looking to as teachers, right? Mm-hmm. Why aren't you asking these questions? Because these are the questions that we have. But we think deeply.
Maximum Play asks, is Aramco a play for pre or post RI?
Post. At 200K. Post. Aramco. You want to do it pre? I mean, I'm saying my opinion. You tell yours, please. I retort.
Okay, so if Aramco goes IPO before the RI, right?
Right.
Had you got in on the ground floor,
Right?
it would have been less.
Well, how much less? Give a fictitious number.
Well,
An educated guess.
at one point in time, I think Amazon
Mm-hmm.
was at like $113,
Mm-hmm.
right? Today it sits at what, 1,000 and something. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this is the most valuable company in the world, by the way, right? Armico.
Not yet.
But it's future to be. One of.
Could be.
Okay.
It's all speculative because there's a 15% cap out, so they can't release the whole $1 trillion of
Right,
stock, right?
right.
We don't know what the price is going to be yet.
Okay.
So
let's just say you get it at $100. What would your stock expectation be? Just guess. It's not a date or a rate. Just guess. 1,000?
I say it could follow the same format as Google. Me personally, if it went this month, and let's say it came in at $100, right? I'd say it could end the month at 700 to 1,000.
I'm right with you on that. I agree 250 million
Yeah.
percent. I'm all the way from 700 to actually 1,200. Because listen, that position right there, if you could get in at 100 with, like, let's say $1 million investment in 30 days, you could be like, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, guys? We're rambling. We're talking about stocks. We're
Well,
going to save
that was
that.
maximum place.
Okay,
question,
okay.
So that's why I asked
Okay.
you that.
Dr. Shabibi's actually on the board in the European Union. I'm sorry, Michael Haggard. Dr. Shabibi is working with the European Union, helping them market and re-strategize their currency. That's what he's doing.
Jug Jones says Abadi is the top candidate because he's an independent party.
No, he's not, because he was in office before 2000 or after 2003. The people specifically said no person after 2003. He's not a candidate. And I've got that on tape too, so I'll play that for you also.
I'm not sure if you answered Vic's question. Is it possible to have a budget approved and delay an RI while they finish hashing out the government positions and realignment?
I already answered it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I know you were reading from the bottom up. So Article 8 hasn't been approved. So I guess we have to wait until January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the official official? Did you already answer that?
Mm.
Huh? Oh, I thought you were telling me saying you already.
Yeah.
Official? Huh? What? I'm not. Okay.
Well, there's no more questions, right? I mean, that's about it. We're about 7:45 on the dot. No calls, no more questions. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you guys, that's the news. I'm going to see you tomorrow with a special report about some documents and some information that we have. And I bid you farewell, and I'll see you tomorrow night with more news. Thank you for your time, and have a great evening.
Bye.